Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel Heart to Heart with Shikha, and today we are going to continue our conversations about spirituality. Many of you might have watched my previous videos and where I had spoken about my personal experiences and also how I got into this path of spirituality and how I'm being able to incorporate spirituality along with my day-to-day life. So continuing that, I am again going to talk to you about how you can also live a spiritual life without having to leave anything which you currently have, except leaving all the baggage and trauma behind. So we all accumulate a lot of trauma, either in this life or from somewhere from a past life. So the baggage of this trauma which we carry from this life usually comes from our childhood experiences. Some of us are unfortunate to have some bad childhood memories, and it could come from either you were bullied at school, or you were physically or mentally abused by your family. So that carries a lot of weight on a child's mind, and as you grow older, in spite of you trying to move away and move on with your life, somewhere in your subconscious those childhood memories stay with you, and they keep bringing back those horrendous moments, and you are not able to live your life normally, and that results into anxiety, depression, and sometimes it can even prove fatal. So that is a very unfortunate thing, and that is why hypnotherapy helps a lot, going into your subconscious and trying to get rid of those horrendous memories and replacing them with some positive affirmations about yourself, and trying to heal from whatever you might have experienced in your past. Now, I will tell you the best way to move on with the life you have currently is to start healing yourself. In spite of everything you might have experienced in your childhood, you are able to move ahead if only you can get rid of those memories given by those people. Now, how do we do that? It's easier said than done, but imagine this: if you love somebody very wholeheartedly, then you give them a lot of space in your heart and you give them a lot of importance. But at the same time, if you hate somebody, then also you are having some kind of an emotion for that person, and you are holding that emotion in your heart. So you're not letting that person or that memory go, because you're holding it in your heart and in your subconscious. So the best way to heal from that experience is to forgive and forget. So how do we even forgive somebody who has damaged us so much? But the reasoning behind that is that if you forgive somebody who has damaged you so much, then they won't have any place in your heart. And then it becomes their karma of whatever they have done to you. So just forgive them, and slowly you will be able to forget all those experiences you had. It's not an easy thing to do, but you will have to do that in order to heal all those wounds inside your heart. And only after you heal yourself completely, you will be able to love yourself. And when you will be able to love yourself, then you will be full of love, and that's when you will be able to give love to others too. And that's what spirituality is all about: loving yourself and giving love to others around you. So I would recommend that the best way to heal yourself from a trauma which has happened in your current life is to imagine that person or that experience attached to you with these cords, and they could be pulling you from behind. And then once you see these cords being attached to you, then close your eyes and meditate and imagine a divine being like Archangel Michael cutting these cords with his sword, or if you are a Hindu and if you believe in Durga Ma, then you can imagine her sword cutting those cords away, or whatever makes you help imagine some divine being cutting these cords away from you. And that way you are releasing this person from your life, from your mind, and that will help you to give a closure and detach from that memory or that person forever, so that they cannot give you any more negative energy if they are still in your life. That is one way of doing it. And of course, hypnotherapy does it the best. That way you can the hypnotherapist can go into your subconscious, make you look at those memories and replace them with good memories, or give a closure to those memories. The memories that are coming from the past life, that can only be brought into existence, or they can be seen by past life regression. And then you can have a past life regression therapy like I do with many of my clients. And I have to tell you about this interesting thing I had with one of my clients. She was a very knowledgeable woman, and she was always working hard for everything in her life. Like she would learn a lot, and she was a very good student. But what was happening with her, in spite of her being a very good student and being able to learn everything quickly, she was having problems with her mentors, her teachers. And the problem was that after 1 or 2 months of learning or training, whatever she was training in, the teachers would get offended by her, and they were like, no, we don't want to teach you anymore. And she was not able to understand, because she was humble, she was kind, she was, doing everything the teachers was telling her, and she was working very, very hard. And when she came to me, she was very depressed, and I started her hypnotherapy, and I also was having a tough time understanding what was going on with her, because she was a truly good human being. And then I said, let's do a past life regression for you. And I did that past life regression. And then when we went into her past life, then we realized that she was a saint in India. And she was living in a village, and all the villagers were giving her a lot of importance, and they were giving her things to eat and clothes to wear, and they were really taking care of her. But she was very arrogant. And in spite of the villagers taking care of her and doing everything for her, she was not really giving the only thing they needed, and that was her blessings and her knowledge. And she was not doing that. She was only taking from them, but she was not giving back to them. So because of that, her past life, all that thing she had done with those people, it was coming back to her. And that is why her teachers were refusing to give the knowledge she needed, because she had refused to give that same knowledge to the people in her past life. So I made her go through the process of forgiveness and asking for forgiveness from all those people she had hurt in the past life. And she really cried through the session, and she genuinely asked for the forgiveness. And I recently spoke to her. Her life has completely changed, and she is living a much better and good life like she had imagined. She's working hard, and she's progressing ahead in her life. So that's what it is, that we don't know what kind of baggage we are carrying with us from our past lives. So the best way is either to get a past life regression done and find out where this trauma is coming from. But if you don't have the means to get that done, then you can still do it through meditation. And the best way would be that you just ask for forgiveness, that you might have unknowingly hurt somebody in your past. And you can ask for that forgiveness and ask God to let, to go through all that penance. And that might make you get rid of that trauma you had in your past life. So after you are able to get rid of all this trauma by doing these meditations and asking for forgiveness, you also need to do one thing, is use more of gratitude and appreciation in your life. Gratitude meaning thanking God every single day for everything you have. We take time to complain a lot. We take time to complain for the things we don't have in our life. And we do that almost every single day when we don't get something which we really want. Or even just by looking at ourselves in the mirror, we are just constantly complaining that I'm fat, I am dark, my hair is not good, and things like that. So stop doing that. Try to get away from that. And again, when you look at yourself in the mirror, instead of looking at what you don't have, start appreciating what you have. Just by appreciating that you are able to get out of bed and walk, that is gratitude enough. So you will be able to heal from all these traumas if you start thanking God every single day and ask for forgiveness from the people you might have hurt knowingly or unknowingly, and also start appreciating everything that you have in your life. And that is all that is needed for you to go and walk the spiritual path like everybody else who is ascending is walking. Because when you do that, then you are able to bring a lot of love within yourself. And when your heart becomes full of love, it starts overflowing, and that's when you can give that love and care to everybody else around you. Because the most important thing about being spiritual is to love yourself. So start doing these little things in your life. And next time I'm going to talk to you about how you can balance your chakras and what chakras are. And that will help you also to get into the path of ascension. So keep watching these videos for more information like this, and keep sharing it with your friends and family. Please do like and definitely subscribe to my channel if you want to hear more from me. So take care, have a wonderful week, and talk to you soon. Bye.